Hi, I'm David Erickson.
I'm Harrison Sharp, and this is your Tailwind Flash Briefing.
Our first story this week comes to you about Google Ads and the new feature they're testing called Call History, which will be part of Google My Business. Due to COVID-19, call volumes have gone way up according to analytics vendors, meaning that there's a lot of people that are missing their calls. Consumers are calling to confirm product inventory and opening hours, but they're not being able to reach people because staffing's been down. Now, historically, small businesses have found it difficult to answer the phone and respond to these missed calls, but with this new feature, Google's trying to give a new platform and a new location where people can interact with their customers directly. The call history for these businesses will be saved and seen as phone numbers and incoming calls that can determine when the call was missed so people can go through a tier list and come back down to it. According to Google's FAQs, the forwarding number will be triggered by the call button within the business profile. Google also explained that this feature will not track text messages sent to the phone number. At this moment, the feature is in beta and requires users to opt in. It will only be available to a select group of businesses in the US.
How did they select the group?
Google is definitely going to be looking at the people that can afford to pay more because there are a lot of their beta testing comes from exclusive partners and people that are basically able to pass their search certifications and meet the capital requirements.
What is the importance of having a strong Google My Business account?
Having a Google My Business profile that's fully built out really helps out in local search. So it's going to be helping those people that are looking in the near me area and the people that are seeing your ads for places that are around them. This helps a lot of small businesses when you think of like small restaurant owners or things like plumbing or electricians where their entire business is based off who knows them in their direct community. So having this kind of feature where it can help them get back in contact with people and keep their local business flowing is going to be really key, especially in a time where we don't know what's next for big or small businesses or what people are going to be able to do again.
It's too bad that they're only really selecting large businesses for the trial. Kind of hurts the whole small business aspect.
It definitely does, but I think it's a point of testing where they need to know that this can be rolled out across the country, and it's easier to do that with larger businesses that can afford to take that can afford to put up the capital essentially to test whether this works or not.
That's true. That's true. Can't argue with that. For our second story, we're going to talk to you about nudes. Not those kind of nudes, but nudes as in noodles. With a new advertising campaign from Kraft mac and cheese, Kraft is urging consumers to send nudes with a provocative new campaign that allows people to go to their website, input an address, and have free noodles, mac and cheese, sent to whoever they would like. This ad campaign is an obvious play on the words of the phrase send nudes, as in nude or pornographic images sent between two consenting adults. The ad campaign was timed around National Noodle Day, which took place on October 6th. Now, this isn't the first time that a noodle company has used this pun in an ad campaign. Nissin and Top Ramen Noodles did the same thing in 2018 for National Noodle Day. The hashtag Send Nudes campaign aligns with Kraft's broader positioning around edgy humor. Back in February, Kraft ran an ad campaign surrounding getting kids to bed early using microwavable Kraft macaroni and cheese so parents can, and I quote, get it on.
So Harrison, do you think using edgy humor in marketing is something that every business can use?
Well, Dave, I think it's interesting that you ask because on some cases, yes. You see different brands definitely go with the edgy humor, such as some more adult brands like Trojan will do some edgier things, or there's some of the startups will as well, like Liquid Death, which is a sparkling water company, and they like to take the edgy route. But it feels a little weird when it's someone like Kraft. Kraft almost feels like America's mom making you mac and cheese, and then suddenly they come out with something like this, and it's risque. It seems unlike them. But if that's the direction they want to go, I mean, I suppose they're doing a good job.
Yeah, I definitely think I understand what you mean. It's just a weird thing to see from a traditional American brand that they would go out on a more new style marketing tactic. Now,
Mm.
I do want to ask though, since this event has started, have you sent nudes to anyone?
Actually, when I read the article for the first time, I did. I did. I sent nudes to a couple of my friends, and it gives you a little notification. They get a notification. You put in their email and phone number, which is, now that I'm thinking about it, a great way for remarketing, but and targeted ads in the future because they have a ton of your personal information. But yeah, I did. Have you sent nudes to anyone, or is this your first time hearing about this?
This is my first time hearing about it, but I think I'll definitely be sending some after this call.
Oh yeah, then send me some nudes. That's
All right. Well, I'm David Erickson.
And I'm Harrison Sharp, and this was the Tailwind Flash Briefing. Tune in next week to see what fun topics we have to talk about.